area of a parcel or traverse by dividing it into several triangles is one of the common methods surveyors use. We will use one of these equations that I have already presented for you guys. Now, this parcel is divided into 5 triangles, as you can see, starting from triangle number 1, which is A, B, G. I can use this equation that is written down to calculate the area, because we have side AB and we have side AG, and also we have this angle between those two guys. So area 1 then is going to be equal to a half of 20 times 50 sine the angle between these two guys, which is 95 degree. If you solve this, you will get 498.1. By the way, you know that the famous area for triangle is equal to half of B times H, but the reality is there is a sine 90 degree also over there, because sine 90 degree is equal to 1, therefore we don't see it, and what we see is just area is equal to half of B times H. So this equation that we have is here is pretty much the main or the source equation for that other equation that you use all the time. Also, we can calculate BG because we are going to need it, and the equation for that is equal to 20 square plus 50 square minus 2 times 20 times 50 times cosine angle between these two, which is 95 degree again, and if you solve it, BG is going to be equal to 55.4 feet. So this is for shape for triangle 1. Now for triangle 2, which is BCD, again we can use the same equation to calculate the area. So A2 is going to be a half of 100 times 40 sine angle between these two, which is 120, and if you solve this, you will get 1732.1. Don't forget all the time write units. This is feet square, this is feet square, because I want to have a shortened video. I will just escape it, but you write units all the time. And also the length BD, the similar equation is going to be used. It's 100 square plus 40 square minus 2 times 100 times 40 cosine angle between these two, which is 120. This is the cosine equation. You have it in your surveying textbook, and if you solve this, then you will get 124.9 feet for BD. Now the third triangle is DEG, and for this triangle we don't have the angle between any of the two sides, but we have the length of the 3 sides. Therefore first we have to calculate this S, which is going to be equal to 118 plus 60 plus 122.4. So all 3 sides, side 1, side 2, and side 3, divided to 2. Don't forget, you're not taking the average, you're not dividing it to 3. You have to divide it to 2. And that's why I use S1 to show it. So that's going to be equal to 150.2. Now that you have this S, then you can calculate area by using this equation that is presented in here. Because this area is going to be A3, so let me use S3 also for that so that you don't make mistakes. So A3 then is going to be equal to square root of S, which is 150.2 times 150.2 minus 118 times 150.2 minus 60 times 150.2. So you're subtracting each side one by one from 150, and you have to extend this. If you solve this, this is going to give you area 3, which is equal to 3,482.5 feet square. And area 4, which is this one, again, we can use the same method. First, calculate S. Again, I'm using S4 because it's A4. It's going to be equal to 122.4 plus 75 plus 56.9 divided to, don't forget, divided to 2, not divided to 3. If you divide it to 3 means you're taking the average. We are not doing that. And if you solve it, divided to 2 will give us 127.2. And again, area 4 is going to equal to the square root of, I will extend it later, 127.2 times 127.2. Now subtract the sides one by one. 122.4, 127.2 minus 75, and the last one is 127.2 minus 56.9. Extend this square root, and if you solve this, it will give us 149.2. 149.2. My bad, sorry. It will give us, we're calculating the area. It will give us 1,487.5 feet square. And we calculated A4 now. What left is A5, which is this one, and we have already calculated this length, and we calculated this length, and the third length also is given. Therefore, again, using this method, first calculate S5, which is equal to 55.4 plus 118 plus BD is equal to 124.9 divided to 2. If you solve it, it's going to give us 149.2 feet. And again, the same method to calculate area, A5 is equal square root of 149.2 times 149.2 minus 55.4 times 149.2 minus 118 times 149.2 minus 124.9, and this area is equal to 3252.6. And now that you have this, by adding area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3 plus area 4 plus area 5, you can calculate the total area that you are looking for. You have already calculated all the areas that you were looking. So area 1 is 498.1, area 2 is 1732.1, area 3 is 3482.5, and area 4 and 5 also are there. If you add them to each other, it's going to be 10,452.7 square feet. Depending on how you round it up or down, this last digit may be for you guys a little bit different.